Hey guys, Greg with BTOD TV and BTOD.com. In today's stability test, we're going to be taking a closer look at our very own VertDesk V3. Now, if you haven't had a chance to watch any of our stability tests before, we basically like to look at these desks at various heights with various weights, see how they wobble and rock to give you a better idea how each standing desk will perform when you're using your desk. Now, if you'd like to learn about why we picked the certain heights, the weights, and what the setup looks like, I highly recommend you take a look at the video linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen where we go more in depth about stability testing explained. But with that, let's go ahead and get started with our stability test of the VertDesk V3. Before we go ahead and jump into our first set with the 100 pounds on top of the VertDesk V3, we really just want to talk about what to expect with this test. Now, because the VertDesk V3 does have a range of 27 to about 47.5 with the adjustable foot glides and 275 pounds, it's going to allow us to do 4 different heights and then 3 different weights tested at those 4 heights. Now, we have a 100 pound set on the desk. It is at its lowest point. Let's go ahead and check the wobble first, and then we'll do the rocking. So wobble is left to right, and the rocking is front to back. So this point for a desk at its absolute lowest point is going to be the most stable for almost every single desk. And you can see here, no exception with the VertDesk V3. It's rock solid here. Now the next height that we're gonna test is 39 inches. In the explained video that we linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen, at the beginning of the video, we talk about why that is. That's for the average female in the United States. This is their standing position, so we want to show that with 100 pounds. You see again at this height and this weight, the VertDesk is rock solid. Now we'll take it to 42.5. 42.5 is for the average male in the United States, about 5'9". This is their standing height. You can see both directions at 42.5. VertDesk V3 is still rock solid. Now the last height is the max height. So on the VertDesk V3, it's gonna end at 47 inches just because the glides are all the way tucked in at this point. This is going to be the weakest point for this particular desk. Max height or somewhere near that is going to be the weakest point for all standing desks tested. So you'll see at this point, there is more movement now. And that's true both directions. So that really starts at about 46 inches with this particular desk. And then as you add more weight, you're gonna see that it'll probably become more pronounced. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and bring the desk down, and then we're gonna start this test up again, but this time we're gonna add 200 pounds to the surface. So we now have 200 pounds on top of the VertDesk V3. We're gonna run through all those 4 heights and show you what the wobble and the rocking motion looks like. So at the bottom height here, 27 inches. You can see with 200 pounds, nothing's changed, still rock solid. We'll take it up to that 39-inch mark. Do the same thing here. Definitely solid at the 39-inch mark. Now 42.5. We're gonna start to get up pretty high here. You see you can get the desk kind of going more with all that weight. You know, it'll just keep kind of going once you get it moving. It's still pretty solid. Front to back, you can see there's some movement here as well. Now, we take this up to the max height. This is where it's gonna be the weakest, so we'll probably see the most movement here, and you'll be able to see that it kind of keeps moving once you get it going. Everything below that cross support though is pretty solid, so you can actually see in the video that it stays, you know, pretty solid down there with most of that movement coming above the cross support. And then front to back too, you can see this is where again you're gonna get more movement with this particular desk, and especially with this weight. So the next weight that we're gonna test is going to be the max capacity. So our final test is maxed out at 275 pounds. We're gonna show you those 4 different heights, wobble, rocking, and see how it performs. So at the bottom here, 27 inches, see there's no movement. Rock solid at the bottom. Now we're gonna take it up to 39 inches. 275 pounds, 39 inches. Definitely solid yet. You can kind of start to get it moving a little bit, but it's a lot of weight on the top. We take it up to 42 and a half. Again, this is where if you grab onto the sides, you can start to get it rocking a little bit, or wobbling, excuse me. But you really gotta get it going. You can tell everything is still solid here. Same thing with front to back, just a little bit of movement. Now when we take it up to its max height, this is where you're gonna see the most motion. See, with all that weight on the top, there's definitely more movement. But again, like before, you can see below the cross support, everything on the frame is, firmly planted on the floor. Really solid down low. Same thing with the front to back. You can see there's definitely more rocking, and that again comes from that lack of overlap in the columns. The desk really performs a little bit better, just a little bit lower than that point, but at 47 inches being its weakest point, that's where you're gonna see the most motion. That's common with almost every single standing desk that we test. Now, hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, help us out, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future stability tests. I know this is something that a lot of you have been asking for, so we're gonna run through all the desks that we have here and show you how they all perform at the various weights with the different heights that most people will be using. Thanks a lot for watching.